Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining me here. That was a nice push-up we did, right past the expected move. Getting over it, thought we would hold it. A little bit of a fail. Let's see. It's only 13 minutes in. How's your morning going so far? Oh, nice job, man. Congrats. What type of accounts were you trading? Were they like 50Ks, 300Ks? And did you just start those today? Nice. Oh, nice job, man. All done. Are these going to be your first PA accounts? I like that we created a little, we're starting to create a little bit of a base here. This is good, but we got to go back through this before we get up here. So, no, so we have 4 minutes. So what do you like to trade off of? Do you just go for price levels? Are you a zone trader or do you take breakouts? breakdowns. Oh, nice. 10 PAs. That's great, man. Well done. And top step. Very nice. We're going back for it. Back up to 65. Nice. Yeah, it seems like those breakouts, got to be careful with those these days, at least for the past week or so, since we were in that sell off. Do you think we have more downside ahead? Or are you thinking we have more upside? I think it's anyone's guess. After losing this level here, I don't know. I think we can still get back above it and push up. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I had to put myself in a little bit of a timeout. Um, so I'm in the sim today, um, and I'm also trying out a new software. So I did technically start again with Top Step. So I just started their challenge, um, and I'm going to be running my uh, Apex accounts on Monday. Um, but I'm using, you can see on the chart on the right, that's from Quant Tower. I'm not sure what you trade with, but I'm used to using NinjaTrader, but I'm trying out Quant Tower at the moment, and I kind of like it. I think it's the software is pretty nice. It's pretty fluid. I like the way that the charting works, and the trades are pretty good too. Um, but up to now, that I've been using NinjaTrader almost exclusively. But yeah, I'm in the sim right now, so this is a practice account. But I actually took some trades. Well, I took two trades last night. Um, I wasn't planning on it. I was just every now and then I check the markets, and we had this big drop. We had just pushed up towards this level here, this purple level, where the expected move was, and I saw that it failed. And I saw this right here. I just happened to look. So I first saw this here when we peaked, and then when I checked the market later, we had done this drop. And so then I saw we started forming these candles here, and then that's when I went long. So I scaled in right in here in this area, and then I took it for a nice pop up. And so I locked in a day. I think it was like just about 44 for the day, 4,400. So that's that. And then so Monday we'll see if we can get another solid day like that. It'd be great. So on back down to this zone. Oh, okay, nice. I think Trade-O-Eight's nice. I've used Trade-O-Eight. Um, but yeah, I think Quant Tower's a little bit nicer too. In fact, had I started with Quant Tower before NinjaTrader, I don't think I would have ever went with NinjaTrader. It just seems a little bit more fluid. It seems a little bit easier to use and navigate. If we come down to here, I'd be looking for a little scalp off of this 40, 42, something like that. King 4. Ah, interesting. I didn't realize NinjaTrader took over Trade-O-Eight. There we go. Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining again. So, what do you guys think? You think we're going to keep selling off today, or do you think we're just looking for a place to turn around? Maybe head back north, or is this going to be a red Friday? Well, here we go. I'm about to test the top of this zone. All right, so I just got filled. Let's see if I get that little bounce. So I got a tight stop on there. It's not doing enough of a bounce though. Should have bounced a little bit harder. There we go. That's a quick little scalp. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. The way it's kind of holding towards the top of that zone, I wonder if we start finding some support. I think if we start to base out a little bit, I'd try this for a longer play instead of just a little scalp. Looking at it was the 15. The 15 looks pretty good. came down. We found support right at the bottom of the zone, and we popped right on out. Um, Now the fact that something crazy happened right around here, around the expected move, I think I think still makes sense. I think we might go for it again, but I could be totally wrong. But I like to see us go for it again and then maybe get back up in here. Looks like I could have held that for a little bit longer, huh? We're up to 55, 56, 57. So solid 15, 16 points. How's everyone's Friday going so far? You guys take any trades? Anyone else take any trades? So 5 minutes. There we go. Nice. See if that holds. Mm, all right, so I'm back in at 45. Stop's gonna be right here at 37. Anyone else going long at the moment, or is everyone else short? Are we looking for more short entries? This could totally just be a little stopping point, make a little bear flag and some continuation. And looks like I'm about to get stopped out. Yep. All right. So Red Friday. The practice count so far though is green. We're looking at about 670. So that would be my third trade. First trade was taking the breakout, um, or just kind of going with the momentum. Um, into the expected move. Um, we had tested it a couple times already. I thought we'd break well above it, but I scaled out. So I took some profit around 80, and then I had my stop in the green, and then I got stopped out. So that was the biggest trade. And then it took a little bounce, scalped right off the top of the zone. So that was for 8 points. And then right here, I just gave up. So that was 8 points in two contracts. I just gave up it was 6 points on one contract. We're only 30 minutes in the market, so anything can still happen. So here, let's see. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. All right, so we just made it to the bottom of the zone. So here we are. We've been back here before. Wonder if we hold or if we're going to break down. Most likely, I think we're going to break down. Why not? So we just sold off 180 points. Looks like we're yep, about to see some continuation. Okay, so now that we're under there, it'd be nice if we got a quick little bounce up. Let's see, let's switch this over to the 1 minute. So we have an entry here at 404. Let's do that. We're at 406, 410. Now we're pushing a little bit higher into that zone. To give that a minute. Let's go back to the 5 minute here. It was too late on the entry, it would have failed. Well, if we start to hold this, I would consider taking a long again. but I was just about to go short. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. So, anyone taking any trades at the moment? All right, so that candle's about to close. There we go. Well, at least we found a little bit of support. All right, are you guys hearing me okay? Is the audio coming through? All right, so right up to the top of the zone. Okay, so at this point, I'd be looking for a close above the zone and then a retest at the top. We held this zone, cleared it, 40 points. All right, so back up to the 50s. Let's see. So from there, I'd like a little pullback down to 45 or 42. I think that'd be a nice entry for the long. limit is going to be 2. Right. Stop down. Another 45 seconds to go on that candle. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. So, what are we thinking? Are we thinking we're going to turn around here, or is this just a low stopping point for continuation down? Seems like it'd be a good place to reverse. So, hopefully, we hold this zone and then we can head back north. There we go. No really good trade setup just yet. I guess 20 could have been a decent entry. Let's see, the low of this candle was 1575. So kind of good. Could have got in around 20. 10-point stop. So at this point, depending on where we close, either like a 32 or 33 could be a good entry. Or maybe up here, back in the 40s, close up here. Pushing out the zone again. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. All right, looks like we're finding some support. That's good. Finally getting out of this zone. So I try this long again, towards the top of the zone. Let's let this candle close. We got another minute and a half. Yeah, like a 42 entry, like a 42.50, maybe even a 33. Let's do that. $34.50. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. All right, so it looks like we're getting a bit of a turnaround. So this is good. Uh, I hope we come back down for a retest towards the top of this zone because that would be a solid entry. Otherwise, it might just give us a baby pullback, maybe down to 58. But I have a couple orders set up, so I'd be looking at 42.50, just one contract, and then adding on it 34.50, which we may not get. All right. So today I'm using Quant Tower, kind of getting familiar with it. Ended up taking, I started up a Top Step challenge, and so I took a trade last night, or a couple trades, and so I knocked out a day for that towards the challenge. So right now I'm back in their practice account, just kind of still getting familiar with the software. Quant Tower is pretty nice. Um, I like some of the tools that it makes readily available. I like the scrolling functions, as far as just navigating your charts. It's pretty smooth. So it definitely has chart trading, which is always nice. There we go, getting a little bit of a pullback. I hope we come right down to this 42. So we came down to 47. Hope we get just a little bit more. That'd be pretty solid. Let's see, they have this here right on the chart. Quick access to some Fibonacci. There we go. So I'd be watching out for that 50% retracement. Let's see, I put this at 82, so 482. We're about to get filled. There you go. So that's one contract. I have another order set up just below at 34.50. Okay, so we're in at 42.50. There we go. Nice little bounce there at 56. That could be a nice little scalp. Take that. But I'm betting that we continue higher. So I'd like to get it to at least the 50% retracement. So that put us at 82.50. Ideally, I'd love for this thing to go back up here to this purple line. This is the expected move for the week. This is the lower level of the expected move. So if you look on the 4-hour chart, Um, the higher level, this is the upper expected move. There we go. And here's the lower. So it's pretty interesting when we came down to this and then we started going further. I thought we were going to 2x it. And I think we almost did. 2x would have been, I think, right around here, 153.07, something like that, or 153 even. But we started to turn around here and we're almost trying to fight our way back over this expected move, trying to rein it back in. So I wonder if we do. We might. All right, so we're about 20 points in our favor. There we go. It's looking pretty nice. Over 25 points. All right, so it's probably good to set up a stop now, right? Put that in the green, or just break even. So break even. There we go. All right, so if we get up to 82, that's going to be a 40-point move. So that'd be a solid 800 bucks. Back to the 5 minute. Let's actually put this on the 15. There we go. Gotta slow it down a little bit. No more 1 minute charts. It's too late for that. 725. All right, so we got right up to 81. There we go. So let's see if we can break over the 82.50. I think at this point, we consider adding here at 65. I think I would add at 65 and I just have a stop here like 59. Okay, and I'd be ready to get out. So just add it onto that position. Let's see what we get. Okay, get ready to get stopped out here. 61. 62. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to set up another take profit. First take profit, really, for this position. Oh, no, gonna get out. Here we go, I'm out. All right. Well, I would get back in. Let's see, I'll set up another order at, we'll do 40, let's say 45. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. Well, I hope the top of this zone holds. I would like to get back in for another little push up. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. All right. It's about to be 7:30. We have 35 seconds left in this candle, this 5 minute candle. Right down to 50. I'm going to leave my order here at 45, but I don't know if we're going to get done there now. I'd rather it hold this, just stay up here, and then maybe take the break over 82. That would definitely be showing more strength and be good for the long. Anyone else in a position at the moment? You guys long or short? Are you looking for shorts? Looking for longs? Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. There we go. Looks like we're getting close to that 80. Gonna see a lot of buying here. There we go. That's good. Right up to 90. Let's see if we can get right up to this next area. That's 504. 505, 512, 519. Had I not added on to the initial position I started towards the top of this zone, I could have just held that one single contract. And so that would be 58 points now on that one contract. But I added on this pullback. I did it a little too early. I got in towards the bottom of this candle here. When this came down, I got in at 60, I think it was 65 is my entry. And then it pulled back and I got out at 59. And closed both of those contracts. But I'm long again for the break of this 50% retracement. Um, right over 82. So we are, that's 12 points in, 15 points. Stop to break even. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. All right, so we're back in the 500s. Let's go. All right, let's see if we can get up here to 26. That would be great. Ideally, I really think we're going to come back to this expected move. So right up to here, this is the expected move for the week. It's the lower end of it. It's 155.65-ish. So we tried to get over that earlier this morning, and we failed. That pulled right back down to the zone. Um, Broke below the zone just a little bit, and then a nice reversal right out of the zone. So that was a nice little move. Okay, I'm gonna scoot up my stop. Let's put it right here. We'll do 90. Capture some green. But ideally, I think I'd rather get out just under 500. Now we can look to get back in, lock in some more green. Right now we're sitting at about 400 profit. Well, we're looking pretty good. I'd like to have this just shoot straight up. That'd be nice. But we're probably going to pull back a little bit. Okay, so the bottom of this candle is going to be about 97. So I'll just go into that. Just keep it tight. There we go. 91. We got 96. There we go. So profit still around 400. Let's get this down just a little bit. All right, let's go with Microsoft. All right. So what are you guys' thoughts on the market today? You think we're going to start fizzling out soon, or you think we're going to go for it? Maybe make some new highs for the day. Get over this 15,586 level. Yeah, we're holding up real nice. Okay, very good. So let's see. So next stop is going to be 27-ish. Watch out for that. Um, that 30 mark. Okay, I'm going to scoot this up here, right under the 500 level. But I think I want to pick out profit now. All right, I'm just locking it in. All right. So I think that was what was that? I closed at, I think it was about 507-ish. So my entry was 83 and some change, so we'll call it 84. So it's 23 points. So about 500 bucks. 460. I think we're going to push higher, but it feels like we're softening up a little bit. So maybe we're going to get another little pullback. I mean, it would make sense. And so I can see it's coming down to maybe 96, um, even down to 89. So if I were to go long again, I'd be looking at 89 for an entry. I think that'd be okay. Looks like a good deal. Stop below 85, so maybe at 84. So that'd be 4 point stop. Or we could just let this build out. See if it just creates a nice bull flag. Could do that. Or see if it creates a solid base. But I do like the 89 for an entry. So I think we'll set up one. So we'll do limit order 89, and then we'll set up a stop. Our stop's going to be 84. Looks like we just got filled. So it stops at 84.25. All right, so we are just a couple points in. It's like 5 points. So that'd be a nice little scalp. We could take some profit. Let's see if we can get over this 504. If we reject that, then I think I'll just snag some profit right there. But hoping for a push over. And it's looking good. So that's a nice entry at 89. So we're about 300 in. Let's see, 200. All right, so I'm going to scoop this up to break even. Do not let it turn red. There we go. I think we're going to need more time to build this out, though. But let's see if we get some continuation. All right, just going to call it there. So not too bad. I think I snagged about 15 points, something like that. Um, Entry was 89. I got out about 503. So it's at 14 points. So just shy of 300. So it's a quick 300. It's not too bad. So that puts me at, I think, 5 trades for the day. That's either 4 or 5. So I definitely should stop there. Get rid of the stop. That's one thing I don't like about um, Quant Tower so far. But, it wasn't tied to it. So I guess if I had an ATM strategy that should have closed out the stop. All right, so getting a little bit of a pullback. So back down to 89. I would not go long there again. Let's see. So I wonder if we get down to this 82.50. So that was our original entry. But the way this looks, I would not be taking a position. Definitely wait on that one. But hopefully that holds, and then be looking for a long somewhere else. But we've made it this far. Why not up here to 27? Let's see. I know Apple reported last night. Uh, Apple with Apple. So they reported last night. That's quite the drop, huh? Wow. Oh, 5 all the way down to 83. It's a big move down. Let's see. Didn't Amazon report yesterday too? Well, Amazon's doing really nice. Look at that. Uh, these are some really good zone plays. Uh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, we're gonna head for this 144. Absolutely. Nice move on Amazon. That's a yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Let's see. And anyone else report? Oh man, Uber's coming down. Uber reported this week. Nice jump up for Uber, up to 52, but that was pre-market. Sold off. Wow. Playing between these zones. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're holding up. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so we came down to 484. This looks good. This looks real good. So let this hold up here, and then I'd be taking a long on that. Got to hold up though. Give it another candle or two on the 5 minute, that's for sure. All right, so in the practice for today, it looks like we're sitting at 1250. So it's 1200. So not too bad, but that's across 5 trades. So 2 trades too many, but I'll be stopping there. But I think we got some good moves. I had a couple losers in there. Um, I played the top of the zone as we sold off. So first play of the day was after open. So right after open, we were pushing up. We were heading to this expected move, and the fact that we had been there a few times, we had rejected it, but we were on our way to go right back into it. I thought it was time to break out uh, way above it. So I had a entry right in this area here, and so I took profit at 80, and then I had my stop in the green. And as we sold off into it, I just got stopped out, but stopped in the green. And then I just waited, and then I was hoping we'd hold. We didn't. We just kept selling off. So I just waited until we got down to the zone here, and then I set up a scalp order. So I just went for 8 points, and we pushed up about 15 to 18 points. So I could have snagged a little bit more. I was just being conservative. So I took that quick scalp, and then as we came back down into the zone again, I set up for another scalp. This time I went with a smaller position because it was our second time down. I was hoping we'd hold, um, but that broke. So I got stopped out. I think it was 7 points on one contract. And so I waited, and then I was hoping we'd hold here, but this did not hold. I was gonna, let's see, we broke below. And if we look on the 1 minute, there we go. We started to sell off. We closed down here, and as we pushed up, I was going to get in. Luckily, I was fumbling trying to set up my order, and I saw we pushed up right into it, so I didn't actually go short. Otherwise, I was thinking about taking a short at the bottom of the zone, see if we got some continuation down, but that didn't happen. We kind of just shot up. So then I was looking for a long entry, and this entry I don't remember. I got in long somewhere around here, and it was just it was a fail, so I got stopped out. But once we closed above the zone, I was able to get entry right in here. I got in at 42.50. So that was a nice push up. So I got in 42.50, and then I had added on. Let's see, I added on around it was 65. There we go. So we were in this candle here. So this is the candle I entered on. So as it pulled back down into the top of the zone, I entered long. So it was a really nice push up. Now, had I just stayed with the one contract, I only took one contract, this would have been great. This has been a great trade. We'd be up well over 50, 60 points. But instead, I decided to add on to the position. I thought we'd just pull back to the bottom of the candle. So I got in about 65. But once we broke below 59, I got out. So still locked in some green, but less green since I added on. And then we waited, and then we got over, once we got over 82, we took the break. And so that was a nice push up. And then we sold right in here. So we locked in, I think that was like 20, 23 points. And then as we pulled back, we came down to, it was 89. So I got in 89, and we took what is that, 14-point move or something like that. Got an 89. I think it closed out at 503. So that's 14 points. Yep. So locked in 14 points. And that's it. So that leaves us with a net profit of 1250 ish. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. So 5 trades, 1250. I think I had 2 red trades in there and 3 green. So not too shabby. Feels good being able to call out some pretty decent shots today. Uh, Definitely needed some wins. It's been a little bit of a rough week. But in case you're just tuning in, I did start a Top Step challenge as well, and that's why I'm also in Quant Tower. So I'm starting to get familiar with Quant Tower and using that. That's what I'm also using for the Top Step challenge. And so I locked in one day already. So I took a trade last night. I wasn't trying to trade last night. I just happened to be looking at the markets, and we had pushed up. I saw this spot right over here. We pushed up into this expected move, and I saw that we were kind of rejecting it. So I was waiting to see what was going to happen. I was hoping that we'd hold, and then I was thinking about taking a break over it because it's an interesting area. You know, you want to buy around zones, you want to buy around key levels or sell around key levels and zones, what have you. So I was hoping that we would push up. So I gave it some time, and then when I had rechecked it again, we were selling off already. So then I just, put the phone away, and then I came back and I saw that we were basing out right in here. And so looking back, that was a good area, I thought. Nice spot for a turnaround. So based on, where we came down here, right into this nice little level here that you can kind of see in this chart. So it was a gamble, 50-50. Either it's going to base out and continue selling off, or we're going to base out and reverse. So my bet was on the reversal. So I took the bullish play, and it panned out. So I started scaling in right in here. Um, and so I ended up getting up to 10 contracts, and then we had a nice push up. So I sold right in here. And so locked in, it was like 4,400. So that's good enough for one day. And so now, if I can just target another 4,500 or 4,600, I could knock it out in 2 days, but that's if I get the kind of trade that I need. If not, then, I'll just maybe space it off into 3 or 4 days to complete the challenge. But that was that. I wasn't trying to trade last night, but since I saw the setup, it kind of made sense where it was at. So I just took it, and it wasn't a very long trade. It was like 25 minutes, I think. So, but nice push. All right. So this would have been a great entry right in here in the 90s, since we had a pullback right down to 84. There we go. This wick down here to around 91. So yeah, right around the 90s, low 90s would have been a really good entry with a stop below this other wick here. So hopefully this holds and we break out. I don't want this to fizzle out, but I am done. All right, so I'm gonna have to step away for like 10 minutes or so. I'll leave the stream open. I'll leave it live if you guys just want to watch the charts. If you're just keeping an eye on the zones and the expected move, great. Um, so here we go. Going right for this 27. Let's see if we can get over this 30 area. That'd be great. But yeah, I got to step away. So I'll be back after a little while. But you guys just hang tight. And if you have any questions or what have you, go ahead and just drop that in the chat. I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am back. All right. So, what do we do? Nice move. Wow. Look at that. Pull back right into this 30. Let me get as high as what? 52. That's wonderful. All right. So, look at that zone play. If I did not add on, I struggle with that. I struggle with the add on. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Um, when I add on to positions. So, my entry was down here at 42. If I did not add on, I could have just been trailing that bad boy up, just one contract. Let's see. So one contract, we would have been in about 110 points. So I'd be very green. That's okay. Does anyone else struggle with adding on, or are you guys like masters of that? All right. I hope that holds. I want to see some continuation. Okay, so it's 8:12. Let's look at this on the hourly. Let's check the 15. I'm looking on the 15. Okay, so we got 15. So 3 minutes left on this. I wonder if we get a pullback down to the open of this candle here. So at 20. So I can see that being a possible entry there at 20. I'd want to keep a real tight stop. I'd give it 5 points, maybe 6 points down to 14. Let's see, the hourly. Yeah, we got to get over this 58 area and 65. I think we're making our way. So I wouldn't be scared of a little bit of pullback. I think that'd be fine. I think right in here would be ideal. Let's see, we came down to 24. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'd be looking for an entry right around 20. I like that. What else? Um, this would be a better deal. 504. I just wouldn't want that 15-minute candle to break. And so we have 50 seconds left in that 15-minute candle. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm kind of traded out for the day. I'm in 5 trades already. Completed. I think I was green for 3, red for 2. Profit is 1250. But I am just in the sim today, just trying to build up some confidence. You know, just going for the wins, looking for decent setups. That's all. And so what I mainly traded today was I took a couple breakouts and I took some pullbacks into the zone. That was how I traded. Okay, so I would be looking for an entry right around here. If I were to take a trade, I'd be going for a long right around here, 1975 or 20. Probably have an entry at 20. I wouldn't want it to come below this 15 area, so I'd probably have a stop at 14. That's probably a good short entry right here at 36. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of a pullback, just a little bit, but I think this 15-minute candle holds. So the opening of this candle here is 19. So that's why I'm thinking 19 or 20 is a good entry. Or maybe we just hold this 26 and just go for it. We will see. You guys in any positions? Is anyone in a long? Are you looking for longs? Are you looking for shorts? Do you think we already hit our top? Are we going to reverse? Or do you think we're going to make new highs today? I think after that, yeah, a pretty good push up. We need just a little bit more of a pullback, or at least some sideways action. If this candle were to close closer to 30, let's see, like 32 or 31, I think that'd be pretty bullish. And if anything, maybe I'd start looking for an entry around 27. Okay, so doing that, I don't see it coming down to 20, not anymore. Okay, so we have 2 minutes left. Hey, Tony. Good morning, man. One contract left. Very nice. All right, so we are coming down a little bit. See if we get that 20. Okay, so I think I would have just got filled if I had an entry. Let's see, the low of this candle was 2050. No, I would have missed my fill. I would have had entry right at 20. So far I would not be in this game yet. If it turns around there, that'd be great. Okay, so if we were to close right around there, like over 24, um, I think I would go long there and have my stop just under 20. So I'd have it at like 1875. There we go. So I'd be entering right there. So I would enter here at 28. So let's say if I hit a market order, I would probably get it at 29, 29.50 or something like that. 29.50. So that'd be like a 10-point stop. Stop under 20. But I think that's a good long play. Let's see if I'm wrong. Man, you're gonna take that thing to the moon, huh? Tony, I hope you get it, buddy. I hope this holds right here. I do. Starting to make a bull flag. Maybe one more candle. Let me get a pop out of here. Be great. So you're long at 15421, huh? Oh, it's that's beautiful, man. This is looking really good. I hope it closes green and we just get some continuation. Get a push up over here, right over 65. We got to break 65. And if we can close above 65, we're going to get some new highs. MNQ for the win. Yeah, micros are beautiful, man. They are underrated. Some people just don't even know about micros. Um, you can absolutely kill it with micros. I know a guy that exclusively trades micros, and I think he is up like 200K over 12 months. So just micros. And that's in a real account. He started with prop funds or prop firms, and then he pulled everything out and just switched over to a private account, which is that's the thing to do. Build it up enough, and I think it's wise to have both. Because having your prop firm account, it just gives you access to more capital. You can take more trades. But yeah, definitely pull some out and put it in a private account. That way you can withdraw whenever you want out of your own personal account. It's the way to do it. And for tax purposes, now I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not giving tax advice, but I think that makes sense too because you can write it off two different ways. Um, if you have a personal account, you can set up a certain type of um, tax. You can declare yourself under trader tax status, um, and then you have different types of write-offs versus you just being a contractor, quote unquote, contractor for a prop firm. Um, that comes with different types of write-offs because you're working for someone else. But when you're trading for yourself, the write-offs are a little bit different. So you get to take advantage of both worlds. So for tax, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And then just access to funds. Okay, so we're holding up pretty nice. 14 seconds left in that candle. This 5 minute candle. Hey, Tony, what is it that you trade with? Are you using NinjaTrader or a different software? All right, we closed green. That's great. So my entry would have been 29.50. So we'd be in about 6 points at the moment. NinjaTrader. Okay. Yeah, I love NinjaTrader. But for this Top Step challenge, I am using the Quant Tower, and it's kind of nice, man. I don't know if you've ever charted with TradingView, but it kind of feels like TradingView. The way that TradingView is just really fluid as far as moving throughout the charts. That's how Quant Tower is, but for trading. Um, it's pretty smooth. And there's things that with NinjaTrader you just have to set up separately, but with Quant Tower, it's like it's built in, like the bar timers and stuff like that. Which those are, I think those are helpful tools. It's good to know when candles are about to close out. You can take positions off of stuff like that. Watching the hourly, the 15, definitely the 5. You got to know when you're closing out. Wow, we need a push. Yeah, I love this ability just to scroll on the side to minimize, scroll in the chart. You can minimize, maximize your data. Just pulls a lot of data in. It's really, really smooth. Just quick access, and then being able to drag it around. That's nice. With NinjaTrader, you got to use your arrow keys, and you got to finagle it a little bit. It's not bad, but I'm very much used to NinjaTrader. I don't think I'll be switching over. But Quant Tower also has a free built-in trade copier, which is nice. But 150 is not too bad if you were going to purchase it for a NinjaTrader. I think it was worth the investment. Are you using the trade copier with NinjaTrader? Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining the chat today. There we go. A little bit of a push. Let's get over that 41. Okay, right on the 48. We got to shoot over this 54, and then next stop is going to be 65. So watch out for 65. Got to break this hump. Go. Let's break this 49. Come on. Let's go. Looking really solid on this 15-minute. This is great. Gotta get up to this 48.50. 7 points, 6 points away. There we go. 5 points. Let's do it. Yeah, see a lot of green over here on this time and sales. Come on, time and sales. There we go. Oh, look at that volume pour in. Push it up. Ooh, a lot of sellers there. Come on. Got to keep it together. Not by this 40 too much. Okay, under 40. Hold above it. This thing just better stay over 36 or over 37. I guess technically we have room down to this 26 and still be okay. Over 37 is better. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, so right down to 36. Come down to 35. Come on, back in the 40s. Got to get over that 42. Looks like there's a lot of orders going into 42. All right, come on, 43. Looking good. We just got to hold it up. So we have 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes left in this 5 minute candle. I would like it for it to close over, let's say over 38. That'd be great. But I think we're good down to 26 if we're going to pull back a little bit more. It would still look bullish. Pulled over 38. Okay, we still have another minute left, so a minute and 10 in the 40s. 40s would be beautiful. There we go, over 41. Okay, so last time we saw a lot of orders at 42. Ooh, a lot of orders at 40. It's looking pretty good. All done, huh? So you calling it a quits for your Friday? That's a nice move, man. Congrats. What was that? It's like a solid 100 points. Killing it, my friend. Killing it. Here we go. Let's go. Gonna hold it over 40. All right, so a new candle. This thing's got to hold up. We have to touch that 65. I don't see us not touching 65. All right, and here we come down. Let's see. So I'd be looking at 26 for an entry if we're going to get a little bit of a more of a pullback. So technically, I'd still be in my mental trade that we're doing here. So my entry, my fake entry was at 29.50. It was in this candle here. So I'd still be holding on to that. There we go. So we're getting that break. I want to see it break over 52, and I think we're going to go straight into 65. But I'd definitely be watching out for 65. The reason why is this purple line right here. So I think we're going to break above it, but there's going to be some craziness, I think, that happens right around here. This is the expected move for the week. So it's the lower level out of the two. So here's your upper expected move. This is your lower expected move. So I think the market's really trying to get us back into that. And there's a good chance, I think there's a good chance we're going to close above it, which also leads me to believe that we would get back into this zone. And if we don't get back into the zone, we at least close right around it, or at least touch, the 604 area. I think 604 is the bottom of that zone. Oh, don't tell me this thing's going to fail. Okay, so I'd be out, break even. That sucks. But I'd be back in at 26. Here's 27, 26.75. Our low is 24.75. So I'd be in at 26. The stop would be 18. So it's at an 8 point stop. Okay, so we'd be green. We've got a minute and a half left in this candle. So a little ugly, but it's still a bull flag. I like it. So watching the 15-minute here. That's kind of what I was basing my entry off of. The open of this candle here it was 26.75. So that's why I was thinking 26 for an entry. And stop below the open of this candle, which is around 18. The open was 19. So I went with 18, just a point below. And so 8 point stop. So we'd be back in the green. So almost 10 points. I really see us continuing. I hope we do. This looks good. This looks really good still. Liking this wick here. This wick is beautiful. Shows we're getting a lot of support. If we can just close over 35, that'd be really good. Close over 39 would be even better. 10 seconds left here. Come on, gotta kick it back over 35. There was a lot of sellers at 36, 36 and 34. At this point, I might be scooting my stop up to keep it tighter, maybe under this 23. So a 3 point stop. That's a pretty good trade. If we're looking for this thing to get up to 65, um, it's a pretty good risk reward. So I'm risking 3 points to get about 40, 39 points. It's not gorgeous, but I think this is still a bull flag. What do you think, Tony? Think we're gonna just fall out of the sky? We're done. We might be fizzling out. You know, if it starts to round out more, then yeah, I think we'll come down pretty deep. But so far, this is still it's got some good shape to it. I think we're holding up all right. It's like building out a pennant. So not quite an arc, not quite. But yeah, if we start arcing, start closing a little bit lower, uh, a lot more lower highs, then yeah, I'd watch out. But I think it only makes sense that we're going to go sideways for a bit. I mean, we pushed up 100 points. This is all green. Look at all these green candles. It's funny. We have one, two, three, four red candles. I mean, one, two, three, four, five green. Definitely took a lot more to get back up here, it seems like, huh? But building it out sideways for a bit before we get another push up. That makes sense. This is quite the push up. All right, so this will be working out really well. Entry at 26, stop at 23. So 3 points. So initial stop loss was 8 points. Scooting the stop loss up to 23. So we'd be at a 3 point stop, and right now we'd be about almost 20 points green. Entry was at 26. There we go. So that's 20 points. So we'd be at 400. Initial risk was 160. Now the risk would be now I'd be moving up to break even. So break even, even maybe a stop in the green. So right around 33. It could be good. So we'd have maybe 7 points in the green with our stop. All right, so we just got to get over this 49 and then break this 54. And then I think we're going to shoot right up to 65. So I don't want to see any hesitation here. I want to get this to 65 and see what happens there. There we go. So I think it's going to get pretty wild once we get up to 65. Volume really kicking in. A lot of activity at was it 553 and 558. Looks good. Here comes 65. Things are about to get crazy. So once we hit this purple line, let's see if we're going to do a hard reject or if we're going to just blow past it. So my stop now would be moved up right around here to 47. So our stop would give us 21 points of green. Okay, we got up to 63. 2 points away from 65. Not cool. Very close though. I don't think that was a crazy snapback. It's a little bit of a pullback, just a tiny bit. But okay, so we closed right here at 56. This is looking good. I think we're going to go for it. So right into 65. We've got to see this volume kick in. Watching the time and sales. We've got to see a lot of green. There we go. 62, 4, 64, 65. There we go. So our profit target would have been around 65, but I'd be scooting it up because I want to see how we're going to play around that 65 area. We are not shying away from it. We're fighting it. So I think we're going to see if we can just jump right over it. Nope. Let's see. We'll be keeping it tight. I think it still looks good. So we got up to 66. Okay, yeah, that's only 8 points back. So that's not crazy. Now, if we ran right into 50, then I'd be out. But no, this looks good. Here we go. I think we're gonna blow past it. Let's go. Okay, so next stop is going to be 72. And let's see if we can break this high over 84. And so our entry again would have been at 26. So 26. So we'd be over 40 points, 40 points green right now. So pretty solid entry. Look at that bull flag. It's ugly, but it's a bull flag. Okay, so over 40 points. That's $800, one contract. Okay, so we're staying over that 65. Now we just got to get over this area here, the 73. It might seem silly. I'm not even taking a trade in the demo account, but it's all about habits, right? So I hit my limit today. I took 5 trades. I got to stop. I got to stop. I should have stopped at 3, but I took 5. So now I'm just practicing not clicking those buttons. Got to build good habits. But I still like to watch the charts and still like to, take plays mentally and see if we can call some good shots. So we'd still be pretty green today. Very green. All right, so 77 with an entry at 26. So that's 50 points in our favor. So we'd be at 1,000 on just one contract. Okay, I'd be watching it here to make sure we just don't get a crazy snapback. But I think if we can just close over that, I think we're going to hold that. Worst case scenario, we come back and retest the 68 or 65 level. I'd be out below that though, for sure. So I'd be scooting my stop up. Right now, my stop is at something like 59, just to keep it away from this mess. But I think 59 is pretty safe. So that's in the green. So that'd be a 33-point profit if this thing were to snap back into our stop. But this is looking good. I think we're going to make a new high. I think we're shooting for the bottom of this zone. So let's get up here. So the bottom of the zone is like 610 or 606. So I'll be watching that 595, 599 area. That wouldn't be a too bad of a spot to go ahead and take some profit. So 81, it's like there's something here at 94. That makes sense. So yeah, right around the 600 area. I think we're going to get back into this zone. I really do. I just keep it really tight. Now, once we get into the 90s, I would keep it so tight. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. Let's see, if we get into the 90s, that'd be a 70-point move. Entry is at 26. And so right now it stops at, let's say 59.50. So 15 points away from all this action here. So that would be the hard stop. I like to play with the hard stop and mental stops. So my hard stop would be at 59.50. I'm going to be looking at probably 63.50 or 64. And that's where I would just click the button. I would exit. Okay, there we go. So getting up to 79.80. We got to clear 84. All right, and so once we clear 84, I'd move my hard stop right under here. So I'd be pushed up to 71. Okay, and at 71, that would give us 45 points that we'd be locking in. So that's once we get over 84. I get over 84 before we do that. Hmm. Want this to stay over 72. We'd be giving back quite a bit here, but yeah, I'd be out of 63. See if we get tagged out. So I think it was 63.50. That's my hard stop, and I think it would have just got taken out. Switch this to the 5. Okay, so low of this candle is 63.25. So would have been out. Oh, that's too bad. I've given up, what's that, 16, 18 points of profit. So that's 400 bucks. But still not a bad trade. Entry was 26 for this trade here. We would have been, I think it was this candle was our entry. And that was looking at the 15-minute chart. Let's see, we based the entry off of this guy here. So we wanted to get in at the open of this candle here. So when this candle was pulling back, our entry was here towards the open. That's 26. Initial stop was 18. So 18, that would have been just below the open of this candle. So that's how much wiggle room we would have given it. And I was just in one contract. I would not have taken two just because we're kind of high up there. It's a little bit risky, but I think the trade made sense. And then once we started going green, mental stop got moved up to 23. So just under the bottom of this wick here. And that was a nice move. I think we're going to get some continuation. I probably kept it too tight, but the reason why I would have been out at 63 is because I didn't want it to break below that 65. And that was this area here. That's the expected move for the week, the lower end of this expected move. So I just wanted to keep it above that. And we kind of hit it and went back north. So got stopped out for nothing. But still a good trade. So 26 over to 53. So that's 27 points. So we would have locked in 540 bucks. Not too shabby. If my math is right. Is my math wrong? 63. Oh, that's 700, 740. So about 37 points. Something like that. All right. So it's about to be 9. All right, guys. I'm about to call it a day here. If you guys are still in trades, I hope you stay green. If you're done for the day, congratulations. I hope you had a good day. And I hope we get back into this zone up here. I hope we break over this little hump, get over 82, 84, and right into this 600. That would be really nice. But that is it for me. So, hey, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you guys showing me some support. So, we're going to keep this up. So, I got in a little late today. Sorry about that. But the plan is to just continue this Monday through Friday. I'll be starting about 6:15. I'll do some pre-market analysis, just look and see what we did the night before, see where we are in comparison to some zones, and maybe look at some possible entries just mapped out ahead of time. So overall, I think we had some pretty good entries planned out. Not everyone worked, but the majority of them did. So accuracy was, I think, over 75% today. So that's not too bad. But thanks for hanging in there with me. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And thanks again for tuning in. Take care.